Hey, welcome back to this week's Truman Lake Fishing Report. It is September 25th, 2025, brought to you by Mark Huey's Guide Service and Sportsman's Outfitter Marine, your local Lund dealer. Mark, how we doing this week?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I am very excited for this one. I am meeting up with you Friday to do a little on the water videos. Get out there and get some action on film. So tell me, what are the crappie been doing?
The crappie with these fronts we've had the last few days, the the crappie have kind of smashed to the bottom. We
Okay.
we pulled them right out of the mud today.
All right. Are we still minnow, brush
Oh, yep,
buster, jigs?
yep,
What are
yep.
we doing there?
The DNS Brush Buster spoon tipped with a minnow. Um, our best bite today was in 10 to 12 foot of water, and I mean the fish are literally on the bottom. You can't hardly see them until you drop down there and they shoot up off the bottom to hit it.
What causes them to do that? Do you know?
These fronts that
Yeah.
we fished yesterday in a pour. I mean, it poured on us.
Yeah.
Um, Lightning, thunder, often, and that them fish don't like the lightning and thunder. The rain doesn't so much bother them as the lightning and the thunder, and the barometer changing so much.
The pressure.
Yeah. So, but
Fair
now
enough.
I mean, they bit good yesterday during the rain, which they don't. The rain doesn't affect them. I mean, they're already wet. So
Right. Yeah. It doesn't bother them. What about catfish? Have you been chasing any of those around?
the catfish are you can get some. You got to stay on the move. Um, there's loads and loads of catfish in the stumps, in the root wads. I mean, I see them on the live scope every day. Uh, they're they're in there rubbing on those trees, rubbing that moss and stuff off of them. The ones that I've cleaned are they're just full of that. They rub on them trees and then eat the eat the moss and stuff off them trees because they're full of the. It's just black and it smells horrible. But the catfish bite, it's. I mean, if you can get in the stumps and get them out without getting hung, I mean, you can catch some up in the stumps. But the bite out on the flats where I'd been fishing, you just got to stay on the move. I mean, there's plenty of fish out there. There's lots of shad, but it seems like you pull into a spot and get all your stuff out and you get two or three hits real quick, and then those fish just kind of lose interest. So you got to move on and set up on some other ones.
Yeah. Well, hopefully with the weather cooling down, it improves, which it should.
Yeah.
What about white bass? Any change there with those guys?
We caught some today. Up, I have seen some guys that are casting the banks, and jigging some humps. Starting to get a few. If as this water continues to cool down, and we transition more into fall, that'll just get better and better. The ones that I've been catching are still there seems to be lots of them staged about 2 foot down up on these trees, and if you swing a minnow by them, I mean they'll come out and chase it.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Availability, how are we doing? Are you still got a spot here and there?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got a few days in October and November the same. Got plenty of days in December. It's December is always it's kind of iffy on the weather. People
Yes.
get a little skeptical about booking a trip too far out in December, but yeah, I've got days available if anybody's wanting to get out and chase some of these fall fish. We'll get them worked in somewhere.
There we go. Give Mark a call or text, get on the calendar, book it today. And if you get out there and you decide that Lund he's in is just so fantastic, you can't live without one, give us a call here at Sportsman's. We have a great selection of Lund boats. We're getting a bunch of 2026s in as the year progresses here. And Mark, you got anything else before we sign off?
Nope, I'm all good, buddy.
All right, everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week.